Here we are going to look at the derivatives. Derivatives of the mesonephric. That is nothing but the wolfian duct, as well as the paramesonephric. That is the mullerian duct. So to start off with the questions, what are the structures which arises from the mesonephric as well as the wolfian duct? So this is in case of males, what are the structures which arises? Next question is in case of the paramesonephric as well as the mullerian duct. What are the structures which arises in case of the females? Lastly, what are the structures which arises from the mesonephric or the wolfian duct in case of the females? So we'll look at the answers in this video. So we are looking at the structures which arises from the mesonephric as well as the wolfian duct. So in case of the males, the structures, it includes the ureteric bud and derivatives. Next is the trigone of the bladder. Then there is the proximal part, and this is of the prostatic urethra. Then we look at the spermatic pathway. Next, there is the appendix of the epididymis. Now jumping on to the females. In females, it includes the ureteric bud plus the derivatives. Next, it includes the trigone of the bladder and it also includes the posterior wall of the urethra as well as the Gartner's duct. Next, we move on to the structures of the paramesonephric as well as the mullerian duct. So here in case of males, it is nothing but the appendix of the testis as well as the prostatic utricle. Next, looking at in case of females, it involves the fallopian tube, the uterus, the cervix as well as the upper vaginal wall. Now to answer the questions, the first question was in case of the mesonephric wolfian duct, what are the derivatives in case of the males? So in males, it has the ureteric bud plus derivatives. Next, there is the trigone of the bladder. Then comes the proximal part of the prostatic urethra. Next is the spermatic pathway. Then comes the appendix of the epididymis. Next question was in case of the paramesonephric mullerian duct, What are the derivatives in case of the females? So in females, it involves the fallopian tube, the uterus, the cervix, as well as the upper vaginal wall. Now, the next was in case of the mesonephric and the wolfian duct, what are the derivatives in case of the females? So this involves, there is the ureteric bud plus the derivatives. It also includes the trigone of the bladder. Then comes the posterior wall. This posterior wall of the urethra and the Gartner's duct.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Hub. Now let me tell you our story. Running with us, we are sure you will reach your destination with ease.